Wolf's Paradox says, what caused me to quit wrestling? I've already answered this many times. I'll answer it again for the pre-stream podcast. I mean, this is the show where I should be elaborating on this stuff, right? There's really two reasons that I quit wrestling. Number one, I'm just not athletic anymore. No, I'm joking. I was never a wrestler. The reasons why I stopped actively watching wrestling. Number one, there's too much of it. When I was growing up, there was Raw and SmackDown. That's all you had to watch. If you liked the competition, you would watch Nitro, and what was the other one? There was two other shows, Thunder. So you watch a few hours of wrestling a week, you're in the know. Today, just to give you some perspective, if you just want to be a fan of WWE, there's Raw, there's SmackDown, there's Main Event, there's NXT, there's behind-the-scenes tournaments and events that happen that you need to be constantly watching. Oh, well, you can't just watch that. You also have to watch the competition, AEW. They have 2 shows a week. Well, wait a minute. What about New Japan Pro Wrestling, which is a very valid third alternative? Wait a minute. But it got to the point, when I had WWE Network, it was like, when my wife was at work, I would watch some television, and literally every moment would have to be wrestling. Because if it wasn't, I was completely out of the loop about everything that was going on in wrestling. It was ridiculous. And I was like, how much time am I going to invest in this shit? Seriously. It's so much to be in the know and watch it all. And it's like, well, why don't you just pick and choose? Literally, you won't understand what's going on half the time if you pick and choose. You know? It was actually about that time, about 2.5 years ago, when I was feeling very overwhelmed by the amount of wrestling that was out there, that I said, let me just watch, or let me just follow the trends on social media. So I did. I started following it on Twitter and everything. And then I started to realize something. I can still be in the know about wrestling. I can still get everyone's opinions on wrestling. And I don't have to watch wrestling. You don't have to pay $1. You don't have to watch it. You can just follow it on social media. And it's actually more enjoyable that way. Because I don't feel like I'm investing an insane amount of time, which brings me to my second half of the reason why I stopped watching pro wrestling, because it takes an incredible amount of investment, but 9 out of 10 times, there's no payoff. And I'll give you some examples here. Many times over the years, you're watching WWE programming, and WWE is pushing someone as a big hero, a big character on TV, someone to get behind, someone to really enjoy their work, both in the ring and on the microphone and in plot lines. I really like this person. So you invest your time in it. You watch all the matches. You really, you follow them on social media. You're into it. Within 2 years, fucking WWE ruins everything. The character sucks. No longer are they in the main event picture. In fact, they're way, way down here, brushed under the rug. If they even get any television time, they botch it. They completely botch this person who you had investment in. You were really confident that they were going to be good. WWE told you as much. And then within a couple of years, they fizzle out and they're gone. Half the time they get released from the company. And it would have been with things, it would have been something if this happened once. This would happen once and again and again and again and again. The bottom line is WWE writers have no fucking idea how to write, but they just get away with it because Vince McMahon is this megalomaniac. He controls his company with an iron fist and thinks everything he does is fine because he finds ways to make money even though he disappoints his customer base constantly, right? Oh, well, everyone's disappointed that WWE TV sucks. Let me sign a ginormous deal to do shows in Saudi Arabia and make blood money. Seriously. Oh, well, everyone hates the fact that half of the company is quitting and or being released. That's okay. I'll just sell my streaming rights to Peacock and make $1 billion. And then I'll say that I may have the most profitable year ever, despite the fact that I laid off like 50 people. That's Vince McMahon. Basically, the older he gets, the more fucked up in the head he is, and he just ruins his company. And I got to the point where I was like, I can't invest my time in this anymore. The more I invest, I'm just setting myself up for more and more disappointment. You see what I'm saying? The more that I watched WWE, I would realize at some point along the line, they're going to fuck this up, and I'm going to feel like I wasted all my time. Imagine if you were watching a television show, okay, for 2-3 seasons, all right, years, and all of a sudden, at the end of the show, they just botch everything. The ending's terrible. Your main characters who you like just get killed off immediately with no actual resolution or meaning to it. Just zoop, they're gone. Like The Walking Dead, which I can't fucking believe is still running. And even though it's ending, now they're going to have 10 more spin-off shows. I can't imagine anyone in their right mind still watching that shit. It's terrible. And that's essentially what WWE has become. This terrible, just keep egging you on, keep pulling you in, keep watching, keep giving us money, but there's never any payout for any of it. Shit. How many times did they build someone up like Kofi Kingston or Big E, make them the champion, and then immediately bury their fucking ass? So why did I invest in that character? You wasted my fucking time just so you could give Brock Lesnar another $40 million. So, that's what I mean. Like, I had enough of it. I literally had enough of it. I got stressed out watching it. It was too much of an investment. I was like, there's no point to this. It's just pissing me off at this point.